Hi everyone. Today we are going to deal with the concept of sacred and profane. We better to know the differences between sacred and profane, and let's define sacred and define profane. This is the concept from the subject of Sociology of Religion, MSO 003, MSO IGNO. Emile Durkheim mentioned that religion is primarily concerned with three kinds of activities. Emile Durkheim, he was trying to define the definition of a religion. In the process of defining, Emile Durkheim mentioned that religion is primarily concerned with three kinds of activities. By the three kinds of activities, he successfully defined the religion. He specified the qualities and characteristics of religion. So then the first one is maintaining a separation between sacred and profane. So let's see the differences between sacred and profane. Profane is nothing but everyday regular activities, and the sacred is spiritual activities. Profane means we are doing everyday regular activities in our daily life, like brushing our teeth, having lunch, watching cricket, etc. Or the everyday regular activities. You don't need a specific time, you don't need a specific place to do all these activities. But coming to the sacred spiritual activities, it should have a specific place and the specific time to do these spiritual activities. And next, in profane, common man can do everyday regular activities in our daily life. But in sacred things, a priest must include to deal with the spiritual activities. Next, activities conducted everywhere. No need of a specific place, no need of a specific time. But in coming to the sacred, only in spiritual places, example church or temple or mosque, etc. No religious meanings. In profane, no religious meanings. The activities doesn't contains any religious meanings. They don't have any religious definitions. But coming to sacred, they have religious meanings. They have their own definitions. And sacred is superior in spirituality, and profane is subordinated in dignity. It is superior in nature. Sacred is something extraordinary, something different and something extraordinary. But profane is subordinated and normal. Profane is pragmatic, which contains reasons and explanations and practicals. But sacred is esoteric, which means no reasons are available to prove that some belief is true. And sacred is esoteric. Let's see the examples, then you get to know the complete picture of the differences between profane and sacred. Example 1. Church respects the crucifix and the behaviors, actions performed during mass as sacred, which other are profane. During church, the mass is conducted on every Sundays. Particularly in the time of the mass conducted, the behaviors, actions are performed during the mass are considered as sacred. The rest remaining are considered as profane. So sacred are spiritual activities done in a particular place, in a particular time, with the particular specific persons, like example priest. So let's see example 2. Wine at Catholic mass has sacred ritual significance. Wine has ritual significance. It's not a beverage. According to the believers of the Catholic Church, wine has its own sacred ritual significance because it was the symbol of blood of Christ. So, according to Emile Durkheim, sacred values are defined. They are well defined. They are defined and notified in their sacred text and distinguished in relation to profane. They are well defined and differentiated with the profane. Let's see the 6 characteristics given by Emile Durkheim. Let's see one by one. The first one, sacred is always separated from others. Sacred is always separated from others. As I earlier said, sacred is something extraordinary and something different, something not normal, right? Sacred is always separated from others. Rites practice are predefined to conduct the sacred activities. rites, practices, and the processes, behaviors, actions are everything predefined in the sacred text to conduct the sacred activities, because they are holy in nature. They don't agree the errors. They don't allow the mistakes to do while conducting the sacred activities. Sacred things are protected by interdictions. Interdictions are nothing but prohibitions. Sacred things are protected by prohibitions. Some prohibitions are implemented while conducting the sacred things. For example, mobile phones are not allowed to capture the temple, because temple is a sacred place. So they don't allow the mobile things to capture the temple, right? Next, sacred things are superior in dignity. As I earlier said, sacred things are superior, something extraordinary in nature and dignity. Sacred and profane have same principle. They both have the same principle and they both have the same ends, different ends. Example, God and evil. Next, passage from profane to sacred must be accompanied by rites and ritual. If you are a person entrusted to conduct a sacred activity, but you are in a state of profane, so you are trying to pass from profane to sacred, and it should be done. The sacred activity must and should be done accompanied by rites and rituals. I hope you understood the differences between profane and sacred and the six characteristics given by Emile Durkheim. Thank you.